Two-factor authentication is the best way to level up the security of your online account. While relying on SMS codes sent to your phone number is tempting, this is the weakest form of two-factor authentication available. The best method is to set up an authenticator app. So in this video, I will guide you through setting up Google Authenticator. We will cover the following topics. What is Google Authenticator? How does Google Authenticator works? How to set up Google Authentication? How to transfer Google Authenticator codes to another phone? How to back up your codes? Google Authenticator alternatives in case you prefer something else. I'll paste timestamps below so you can skip to any part. By the way, if you find this video helpful, click the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Google Authenticator is a free security app that can protect your account against password theft. It adds an extra layer of security to your online account by adding a second step of verification when you sign in, so that even if a hacker cracks your password, they won't be able to log in without the code on your smartphone. It is easy to set up and can be used on various platforms, apps, or services that you already use. It works by generating a unique passcode on your smartphone, which you must enter in addition to your password when you log into your account. This is known as something called two-factor authentication, or 2FA. The first thing you want to do is head over to the Google Play Store on Android or the App Store if you are using an iPhone. Then you install the Google Authenticator app. The right app has this icon and it's from Google LLC. So you open the app. The first time you log into the app, you'll be brought to this screen. You can go through all of these, but you will want to click on Get Started. The Google Authenticator app now has support for cloud backup. You can decide to use the app with your Google account cloud or choose to use the app without an account. There are pros and cons to this. If you open without an account, only your phone will have access to the codes. So if you lose your phone, you'll be logged out of all your accounts. It will be difficult to retrieve unless you are using some other type of backup like iCloud on your iPhone. On the other hand, if you choose to use the app with a Google account, Google will automatically back up your codes to your associated account. Meaning, if you do lose your phone, you can restore your codes with a new device from the cloud. However, for those who are a bit more security conscious, you are aware there is a bit of security risk in doing so, because the security that you get from 2FA authentication is no longer confined to only you and your device. That is because the codes are copied to the cloud. Because if your Google account is compromised by hackers, they can have access to your backup codes. If you require a high level of security, you can consider keeping a separate copy of your backup codes and turning off the feature to back up to the cloud. It's up to you to decide which you prefer. For now, I will choose to use the app without an account. Now you'll be presented with this screen. When you click the plus icon, you have the option to add your first account. As a standard, you can set up two-factor authentication for any account either by scanning a QR code, most especially when on a desktop, or by entering a setup key, most especially when you are setting up an account using your phone. At times, you might be given the two options and have the choice to use any method. For this tutorial, I will set up 2FA for my Discord account. So I will head over to my Discord account, click on my profile icon, settings icon, and then account. Next, click on Enable Authentication app. I will have to enter my Discord password to verify my account. Then click on Next. Now we are given an authenticator key. So you copy the key and then go back to the Authenticator app. Since the option we were given is key, you click on Enter a setup key. Where it says your key, you want to enter the key you copied earlier from the Discord account. Then other account name, I will just call this Discord. Now we have a code. The code changes every 30 seconds or so, which is why this is one of the best 2FA authentication. Copy the code and then go back to Discord. Then click on next and paste the code right here. So yeah, you have set up 2FA for your Discord account. So when I log out of my account and decide to log in again, I will have to enter a verification key from my Discord account. So that's how to set up an account. You can decide to back up your codes. The icon here is white, which means these codes are not backed up to the cloud. To back up your codes, click on the account icon right here and then choose a Gmail account to back up your account. Then click on allow. Now the cloud icon is green, which means the codes are backed up. So that's just how to back up your codes. On the menu section here, when you go to settings, you can click on privacy screen and then enable it. This will just make sure that whenever you open the app, it will require a Face ID so that no one else can view your code except you. You can also transfer your Google Authenticator codes to another phone. This is especially important if you're not using Google Cloud Backup. So if you change your phone, you can transfer the codes to the new phone. To transfer your codes to a new device, click on the menu icon, then transfer account. Then click on export account. Do Face ID verification. Then you will have a QR code to scan. Now go to your new device and open the Google Authenticator app. Then click on use Google Authenticator without an account. So you click on the plus icon. Then scan the QR code. And now you have the codes on your new phone. Click on next on your old phone. You can decide to remove exported accounts from this device or keep the exported account. I'll choose the second. Click on finished. Now I have the codes on the two phones, but if you choose remove exported accounts, you won't see the code on this old phone again. Also, there are alternatives to Google Authenticator that you might want to consider. There is Authy, which is the most popular alternative to Google Authenticator. There is also Microsoft Authenticator, which supports a wide range of accounts. LastPass Authenticator integrates well with the LastPass password manager to create an extra layer of security. The last on the list is Ubiquitous, which is a hardware-based security. If you find this video helpful, click the like button and also subscribe to the channel.